Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to take a deep breath and really listen to this. Sometimes life feels like it's on pause. You pray, you work, you hope, but things don't move as fast as you want. You start wondering, God, where are you? Why is this taking so long? I want you to understand something powerful today. God is not delaying you. He is developing you. What if the season you're in right now is not a punishment, but preparation? What if every challenge you face, every closed door, every moment of uncertainty is shaping you for something greater than you can even imagine? Think about a seed. A seed looks small. It looks ordinary. If you didn't know better, you might even think it's dead. But beneath the surface, something incredible is happening. Roots are growing, strength is being built, and in the right time, that tiny seed will break through the soil and become something powerful, a tree, a harvest, something bigger than anyone expected. That's what God is doing in you. You might feel stuck, but you are growing. You might feel unseen, but you are being strengthened. You might feel like nothing is happening, but behind the scenes, God is preparing you for something bigger. Maybe you lost that job. Maybe that relationship ended. Maybe you had to start over. And it hurts. I won't pretend it doesn't. But what if that ending was actually an opportunity? What if God removed something from your life because He is making space for something better? Sometimes we fight to hold on to what God is asking us to release. We cry over doors that close, not realizing that He is opening a greater door. We focus on what we lost instead of what we are about to gain. God sees the bigger picture. He knows what you don't. He understands your potential even when you doubt yourself. And He is preparing you for a purpose that is greater than your current pain. So don't give up. Don't lose hope. Keep showing up. Keep praying. Keep believing. Because growth often happens in silence. Preparation often happens behind the scenes. You are not stuck. You are being shaped. You are not forgotten. You are being refined. And when the time is right, you will step into the next level of your life, stronger, wiser, and ready for what God has prepared for you. Something bigger is coming. Believe it. Trust it. Keep moving forward. Sometimes we want everything to happen right now. We pray, we work, we try our best, but things still move slower than we expect. That can feel frustrating. We start questioning ourselves. Am I doing something wrong? Is this ever going to change? But the truth is, not everything in life happens on our timetable. There is a greater plan, a bigger picture, and sometimes we have to trust the process even when we don't fully understand it. Think about how nature works. A seed doesn't become a tree in a single day. It has to go through a process. It has to be buried in the soil, where it seems hidden and forgotten. No one sees what is happening underground, but growth is taking place. Roots are spreading, strength is developing, and in the right season, that tiny seed will break through the surface and become something powerful. If it tried to grow too fast, it wouldn't survive. It needs time. Life is similar. We go through seasons of waiting, seasons of learning, and seasons of preparation. They may not always feel exciting, but they are necessary. God's timing is not the same as human timing. We often want instant results, but real growth takes time. Imagine trying to rush a cake in the oven. If you take it out too soon, it will be raw and incomplete. It needs the right amount of time to bake. In the same way, our dreams and opportunities need time to develop. Just because something hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it never will. It means the timing isn't right at this moment. Sometimes we look at other people and wonder why they seem to be moving ahead faster. But everyone's journey is different. Your path is unique. The lessons you are learning right now are shaping you for what is coming next. Maybe you are gaining patience. Maybe you are becoming stronger. Maybe you are discovering things about yourself that you never noticed before. These lessons will matter in the future, even if they don't feel important right now. It is easy to feel discouraged when things take longer than expected. But remember that delays are not denials. A closed door does not mean the end of your journey. It might mean that a better opportunity is coming. Sometimes we fight to hold on to things that are not meant for us, but letting go can make space for something greater. Trust that what is meant for you will come at the right time. Life is a journey, not a race. Success is not just about speed, it is about growth. The things that challenge us today are preparing us for tomorrow. When the time is right, everything will fall into place. Until then, keep believing. Keep working. Keep trusting. Even when you cannot see the full picture, know that something greater is being prepared. Timing matters, and when the moment arrives, you will be ready. Challenges are a part of life, and while they often feel painful or unfair, they serve a purpose. Growth does not happen in comfort alone. If everything were easy, we would never develop strength, wisdom, or resilience. Think about physical exercise. When you lift weights, your muscles feel strain. It is not comfortable, but that strain is what makes muscles stronger. If you never challenge your body, it remains weak. Life works in a similar way. Difficult situations push us to grow beyond our current limits. When problems arise, it is natural to feel discouraged. We might ask, why is this happening to me? Or, what did I do to deserve this? But challenges are not always punishments. They are opportunities to learn and become better. Every struggle teaches something. A failure can teach patience. A mistake can teach humility. A disappointment can teach perseverance. Even if we do not understand the lesson immediately, it becomes clear over time. Consider successful people. Most stories of success include obstacles. No great achievement happens without effort or setbacks. Inventors, athletes, and leaders all faced difficulties before reaching their goals. They did not give up when things became hard. Instead, they used challenges as stepping stones toward success. Their struggles shaped them into the people they became. The same principle applies to everyone. The hardships we experience today can prepare us for greater opportunities in the future. It is important to remember that strength is not the absence of problems. Strength is how we respond to problems. Some people allow difficulties to break their spirit. Others use difficulties to build character. The difference is perspective. If we view challenges as enemies, we will feel defeated. If we view them as teachers, we will grow. This does not mean that suffering is easy or enjoyable, but it means that it can have meaning. When life feels overwhelming, it helps to focus on small steps. Big problems can feel impossible to solve all at once. But progress happens one step at a time. Instead of giving up, we can ask, what can I do today? Even a small effort is valuable. Over time, those small efforts create change. Just like a river slowly shapes rocks, consistent effort shapes our lives. Challenges also remind us of our capacity to endure. Humans are stronger than we often realize. We can survive difficult seasons and come out wiser. Pain does not last forever. No storm remains in the sky indefinitely. After rain, the sun returns. After struggle, growth becomes possible. The key is to keep moving forward, even when progress feels slow. Ultimately, challenges shape us into better versions of ourselves. They teach lessons that comfort cannot teach. They build strength that ease cannot build. They prepare us for opportunities we may not yet see. Instead of fearing difficulties, we can face them with courage. Every challenge is a chance to grow, and growth is the foundation of a meaningful life. When something doesn't work out the way we expected, it can feel like the end of the road. We apply for a job and get rejected. A relationship ends. An opportunity disappears. At first, it hurts. We start questioning ourselves, was I not good enough? Did I do something wrong? But a closed door does not always mean failure. It often means redirection. Life has a way of guiding us toward paths we might not have considered, paths that could lead to something even better. Think about driving on a road. If you encounter a roadblock, you cannot keep moving in the same direction. You have to find an alternative route. That does not mean the journey is over. It simply means the path has changed. Sometimes the new route takes longer, but it may also lead to destinations we never imagined. In life, closed doors work the same way. They force us to explore new possibilities. They push us out of our comfort zone and help us grow. It is easy to feel disappointed when things don't go as planned. We invest time and effort, and when it doesn't work out, we feel like we wasted everything. But no effort is truly wasted. Every experience teaches something. A rejection can teach resilience. A missed opportunity can teach patience. An ending can teach self-reflection. Even if we do not understand the reason in the moment, lessons are being learned. Sometimes we become attached to what we thought we wanted. We believe a certain job, relationship, or opportunity was the only way forward. But life often has bigger plans. What we think is best for us in the present may not be what is best in the long term. A closed door can protect us from something that was not right and open space for something that aligns better with our purpose. It is important to trust the process. That does not mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means believing that life is not finished writing your story. One chapter may end, but another chapter begins. The direction may change, but the journey continues. Many people look back at difficult moments and realize they were turning points, moments that pushed them toward growth and opportunity. Instead of focusing on what was lost, focus on what can be gained. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this? What new possibilities exist? How can I grow from this experience? These questions shift the perspective from defeat to growth. A closed door is not a dead end. It is a signal to look for a different path. Life is full of surprises. The opportunities we expect do not always arrive, but new opportunities appear when we least expect them. Redirection is not punishment. It is part of the journey. When one door closes, another opens. The key is to keep moving forward with faith and determination, knowing that something better may be waiting ahead. Growth often happens in silence, in moments when no one is watching and no applause is given. We live in a world where success is often displayed publicly. Social media highlights achievements, milestones, and celebrations. But the most important development in life usually takes place away from the spotlight. It happens in quiet moments, in personal effort, and in unseen progress. Just because growth is not visible does not mean it is not happening. Think about a tree. Before a tree becomes tall and strong, its roots grow deep underground. No one sees the roots. They do not receive recognition. They work in silence, spreading and strengthening so that the tree can stand firm when storms arrive. If the roots were shallow, the tree would collapse in difficult weather. In the same way, human growth often happens beneath the surface, through learning, reflection, and personal development. These processes may not be exciting or visible, but they are essential. Many people measure progress by external results. They want instant evidence of success. If they do not see immediate change, they feel discouraged. But real growth does not always appear quickly. Learning a skill takes time. Building character takes experience. Developing wisdom requires reflection. Just as a seed needs time to become a plant, personal growth requires patience. The stages of development may be silent, but they are meaningful. It is easy to compare ourselves to others and feel inadequate. We see someone else's achievements and assume they are moving faster. But everyone's journey is different. Some people experience visible success early, while others grow gradually. Neither path is better. What matters is progress, not comparison. Your growth does not need to look like someone else's. It only needs to be genuine. Silent growth also involves self-improvement. It is about becoming a better version of yourself, even when no one notices. Choosing to work hard when there is no external reward builds discipline. Learning from mistakes builds wisdom. Developing kindness and patience builds character. These qualities are valuable, even if they do not receive public recognition. They shape who you are and influence how you interact with the world. Sometimes growth feels uncomfortable. Learning new things requires effort. Changing habits requires discipline. Facing personal weaknesses requires honesty. These processes are not always easy, but they are necessary. Growth does not happen in comfort alone. It happens when we challenge ourselves and strive to improve. Even when progress feels slow, it is still progress. Small steps matter. A little effort each day leads to long-term change. Just like water gradually shapes stone, consistent effort shapes character and ability. You may not notice immediate results, but over time, the difference becomes clear. Silent growth is powerful because it prepares us for the future. When opportunities arrive, we are ready. When challenges appear, we are strong. The work we do in private shapes how we succeed in public. Therefore, value the process of growth. Trust that development is happening, even if it is not immediately visible. The most important transformations often occur in silence, laying the foundation for a stronger and better future. You might look at yourself and only see limitations. You might focus on what you lack instead of what you have. Maybe you think you are not smart enough, strong enough, or talented enough to achieve big things. It is easy to doubt ourselves. Life's challenges can make us feel small, and failures can make us question our worth. But perspective matters. What you see as weaknesses, someone else might see as potential. What you consider ordinary, something greater might consider valuable. Potential is not always obvious at first. Think about a rough piece of stone. At first glance, it does not look special. It is just a rock. But in the hands of a skilled sculptor, that stone can become a beautiful work of art. The value was always there, it simply needed shaping and refining. Human potential works the same way. We may not see our full capabilities immediately, but that does not mean they do not exist. Growth and development reveal strengths that were hidden. Many people measure their worth by current circumstances. If they are struggling, they assume they are not good enough. If they have not achieved certain goals, they believe they are falling behind. But circumstances do not define potential. A difficult season does not mean failure. It can be preparation. Just because you are not where you want to be right now does not mean you cannot get there. Progress takes time, and every step matters. Believing in potential also means believing in change. People grow. Skills improve. Understanding deepens. Someone who struggles today can become successful tomorrow. A person who feels uncertain can develop confidence. Life is a journey of learning and improvement. No one starts as a finished product. We all evolve through experience. It is also important to recognize that potential is not only about achievements. It is about character, kindness, and purpose. Success is valuable, but who you are as a person matters just as much. Treating others with respect, helping those in need, and striving to be better each day are signs of growth. A meaningful life is not only measured by external accomplishments but by personal development and positive impact. Sometimes we need encouragement to see what we cannot see ourselves. Others may recognize strengths in you that you overlook. Support and belief from people who care can help you realize your abilities. Even more importantly, self-belief matters. If you constantly doubt yourself, progress becomes difficult. But if you believe you can grow and improve, possibilities open. Your potential is greater than your current circumstances. You are capable of learning, adapting, and overcoming challenges. Even if you feel uncertain today, that does not determine your future. Growth is possible. Success is possible. Becoming the best version of yourself is possible. You are more than your doubts and limitations. You have abilities that can develop and opportunities that can appear. Instead of focusing on what you lack, focus on what you can become. Instead of comparing yourself to others, concentrate on personal growth. Every small step forward matters. Over time, those steps create transformation. Your potential is real, even if it is not fully visible right now. Believe in it. Work toward it. And remember that development is a lifelong journey. You are capable of more than you imagine. Many people give up just before success. They work hard, face challenges, and feel tired. They start wondering if it is worth continuing. They think progress is impossible. But history and experience show that breakthroughs often come after the hardest moments. The final step before success is sometimes the most difficult, but it is also the most important. Imagine digging for water. If you dig a little and stop, you will never reach the water beneath the ground. The effort was real, but the reward remained out of reach because you quit too soon. If you keep digging, even when the soil feels hard and progress seems slow, eventually you reach water. The same principle applies to life. Success requires persistence. It requires believing in the process even when results are not immediate. Many great achievements took time. Inventors, athletes, and successful individuals all faced failures before reaching their goals. They did not succeed on the first attempt. They made mistakes. They encountered obstacles. But they continued. They learned from setbacks instead of giving up. Each failure became a lesson, and each lesson brought them closer to success. If they had stopped, their achievements would never have happened. It is natural to feel discouraged sometimes. Challenges can make us doubt ourselves. We might ask, why is this so difficult? Or, will things ever improve? These feelings are normal, but they do not define the outcome. What matters is how we respond. Giving up removes the possibility of success. Continuing keeps the possibility alive. Breakthroughs often happen when we least expect them. A person may work for years without seeing major results, and then suddenly everything changes. Opportunities appear. Progress accelerates. What once seemed impossible becomes possible. This does not mean success arrives by accident. It means persistence and preparation create conditions for opportunity. When the moment comes, those who kept going are ready. Think about a seed growing into a tree. The seed does not become a tree overnight. It goes through stages: root development, gradual growth, and slow progress. At first, nothing visible happens. But beneath the surface, growth is taking place. If the seed stopped growing, it would never become a tree. Human progress is similar. Growth often happens before results are visible. If you are working toward a goal and feeling discouraged, remember that effort matters. Every step forward, no matter how small, is valuable. Progress is not always fast, but it is still progress. Even when results are not immediate, learning and improvement are happening. These experiences prepare you for future opportunities. Do not underestimate your ability to succeed. Challenges are temporary. Hard work is powerful. Persistence makes a difference. The difference between those who succeed and those who do not is often the decision to continue. When you feel like quitting, remind yourself why you started. Focus on growth rather than instant results. Breakthroughs are real. They happen when preparation meets opportunity. If you keep moving forward, you increase the chances of success. The journey may not always be easy, but it is meaningful. Your efforts matter. Your potential matters. Keep going, even when the path feels difficult. Success is often closer than it appears. Face something bigger is coming, even if you cannot see it right now. Life has seasons, and not every season feels rewarding. There are times when things move slowly, when opportunities seem distant, and when progress feels invisible. But absence of immediate results does not mean absence of future success. Just because something is not happening today does not mean it will never happen. Preparation and timing matter. The journey often requires patience, and the best outcomes usually arrive when we least expect them. Think about how a story develops. A book does not reveal its ending in the first chapter. Characters go through struggles, growth, and change before reaching resolution. If we only judged a story by its beginning, we would miss the meaning of the entire journey. Life works the same way. The challenges you face today are part of your story. They are shaping you, teaching you, and preparing you for what is ahead. The ending is not written yet. Many people focus on what they lack instead of what they can become. They see obstacles and assume the future will be limited. But obstacles do not define potential. They are temporary. Opportunities can appear when circumstances change. A closed door today does not mean all doors will remain closed. It might simply mean that a different, better door will open later. Life often redirects us toward paths we did not expect but that ultimately lead to growth and opportunity. Believing that something bigger is coming does not mean ignoring present difficulties. Hard times are real, and emotions are valid. It is okay to feel discouraged sometimes. It is okay to struggle. But discouragement does not have to control your decisions. Even in difficult seasons, progress is possible. Small efforts matter. Learning, improving, and continuing forward create momentum. Over time, that momentum leads to change. History shows that great achievements rarely happen overnight. Success usually requires persistence. People who accomplish meaningful things often face setbacks before reaching their goals. They do not give up when challenges appear. Instead, they keep going. They learn from mistakes and adjust their approach. Eventually, their efforts produce results. This principle applies to everyone. Growth and success take time. Something bigger does not always mean instant transformation. It can mean personal growth, new opportunities, or deeper understanding. It can mean becoming stronger, wiser, and more prepared for future challenges. Sometimes the biggest changes are internal rather than external. Becoming a better version of yourself is valuable. Learning lessons and developing character prepares you for what comes next. Even if you cannot see the full picture, trust that life is moving forward. The future is not fixed. Opportunities can appear when circumstances shift. Preparation matters. The work you do today contributes to what happens tomorrow. Keep believing in possibility. Keep working toward your goals. Keep growing. Something bigger is coming because life is full of possibilities. The present moment is not the final destination. It is part of the journey. When the time is right, opportunities will appear. Growth will become visible. Progress will unfold. Until then, continue moving forward with faith and determination. The best chapters of your story may still be ahead.